Hey, what's cracking? Hope this video finds you doing well. I hope that you, my friend, have everything going your way. If it's the first time you've ever watched one of my videos, my name is Ricky Dye, and I went to prison when I was 15 years old in the state of Oklahoma for murder. I was there for 20 and a half years before I got out. I can't do anything about my past. I don't get to go back and do a do-over and change what happened that sent me to prison. But what I can do is share my experiences in the hopes that by sharing my experience, you, my friend, will never have to experience it. Uh, I hope that this video, I've had a hard time making this video today. I've started this video over 3 or 4 times. I didn't go into it a lot. You know that recently I've lost one of my uncles. Well, about 2 months ago, I would say it's been now, I had an uncle and I lost him to cancer. He lived right next door to me. He's been there for me my whole life. He's one of the best men I knew. And we didn't make it a month and a half, I think, before I lost another uncle. So right just before I made my last video, I lost a second uncle, my mom's little brother. And the day after I made my last video, my mother had a stroke. I was sitting here at the house watching TV, me and Monica, and I got a call from my little brother, and he said, Ricky, I need you to go over and check on Mom. He said, I'm on the way home. I'm coming from the city. I'm over here on 177 by Shawnee. He said, but you're closer than I am. I keep calling her and she won't answer the phone. And Mom don't do that. Mom always answer the phone. No matter who she's talking to, she'll click over and answer it. Something's wrong because she won't answer the phone. So me and Monica got our shoes on real fast and we rushed over there. Man, I had Monica calling her the whole time, all the way there. And she wouldn't pick the phone up, and I knew something was wrong. And I got there and I run up in the house, and sure enough, I found her sitting there unresponsive. Her head had drooped down. She was barely breathing where you could barely even notice it. So I put Monica on the phone with 911 and I leaned her back, and there's some Narcan there. I know that my mother takes pain medication. I was afraid she could have maybe took her medicine a second time, not realizing it, and overdosed or something. So I started hitting her with Narcan. I gave her 2 shots of Narcan, and my brother gave her a third one. And she seemed to steer a little, and we had hope that maybe she had just took too much medicine. So they took her up to the hospital, and sure enough, she had had a stroke. She's not paralyzed anywhere. She still has all of her faculties. She had had a blood clot in her foot, and it was the reason she had been trying to get a back surgery done. You guys know she had her back done there for a little while, and they redid numbers L1 through L5. Well, all that just fell apart. The doctor said it was like putting screws in a rust and into an old rotten board, that those screws had just fell out because her bones are so rotten. So they were going to have to go all the way from L1, which is at her hips, all the way up to L10 before they could get another bone that was solid enough to screw to. And so she was supposed to have that surgery the day before she had her stroke. She was supposed to have the surgery the next day. She had her stroke, was supposed to have the surgery the next day. So she's been in the hospital the last few days. We finally got her home from the hospital yesterday. So that's where my mind's been. I haven't answered my comments yet. It's important to me to answer the comments, and I will go back and read them all and give you some confirmation that I read your comment, because they mean a lot to me. One of the things that have become the biggest blessing to me through this channel are all the people I've met through this channel, the good people that I've got to know, and the good friends that I've actually made. I've always heard growing up that if you could make enough friends that you could count them all, the real friends, on one hand, you would be a lucky man. And I've found that many real friends just through this channel. And so that means the most to me, is the relationships that I've built through the channel. So I wanted to just kind of give you an update on what's going on in my life, and why I haven't posted a video already. In the next video, I will jump back into my story, but today it's hard for me to laugh and joke about it. So usually when someone has a stroke like the one my mother had, the reason they kept her in the hospital, because usually when you have a small stroke, you have a big one right after that's a lot worse. And so we've been terrified, thinking that they were going to send her home, and at any time I could lose her. And so that's where my mind and my thoughts and my prayers have really been at. And so I ask you that you lift up your prayers to whatever creator you believe in also. I would like to give a shout out to RCSD. Man, dude gave me super thanks for $100. I never say how much it's for, But that was such a great help and blessing to me. I feel it's important that I give the man a shout out. If I knew your real name, I'd give that, but it's just RSCD or RCSD. RSCD, yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Rob Johnson. Rob Johnson's always there on every video. He's watched every video I have. He's watched them a couple times over, most of them. But he's always there giving super thanks, making sure I make something off those videos. Usually what happens with YouTube is, I think it's because I'm a prison channel, I'm not sure, but I'll upload my videos and they'll demonetize it. And then, you know, most of the people that are going to watch it over the next day or two because they looking forward to a new video. And then YouTube will finally, I can request a review to get my video monetized. And I always win review because I'm trying to help people not go to prison. So there's nothing really negative on my channel. So I always win the review, and then they put a little green dollar sign, which means I do make money from it. But usually by the time I've won the review, I've already got most of the views the video will ever get. So that it makes it where a video I would have made $8 or $10 off of, I end up making maybe $1 or $1.50. You know, but you guys, Rob Johnson's always doing super thanks. Many of you have. I never ask for money, but it's always greatly appreciated. And I feel that if you go out of your way to do it, I should go out of my way to give you a little recognition. And that's what the shout outs are for when it comes to super thanks. I want to give a shout out to the riders and dyers. Riders who ride till wheels fall off, dyers keep riding even when they do. And I want to give a shout out to Big John. During my last video, I told you that a girl named Ruby Neo had wanted to order a shirt, and it was all the way over in Austria. And I was going to have to refund it because the shipping and handling was $64.20. But then Big John, the guy that's helping me with this book, he hits me up and says, no, you can't afford not to mail that shirt. And he sent me the money on Cash App and paid that shipping and handling so that Ruby Neo in Austria could get her shirt. So somebody's going to have a Riders and Dyers shirt over in Austria on the other side of the world from my channel. I think that is too awesome. Shout out to Shirt Man Chris for handling all the business and making sure she gets a shirt. Ruby, I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry for how short this video is, guys. I do hope that all of you are having a great day, and I hope that everything is going your way. I truly mean that from my heart. And I will have another video up tomorrow or the next day to make up for this one not having a story in it. I hope that all of you have a blessed day. May God bless, keep, and protect each and every one of you until I see you again. Peace out.